Hej, znów jesteśmy z Fentonem Paddockiem. Tym razem nie ma przy nas Kim, nie wiadomo czy przeżyła. Trafiliśmy do Marakeszu. I cóż, będziemy musieli jakoś spotkać się z Hayesem, który został aresztowany za niepłacenie podatków, zdaje się. Idziemy w tym celu na bazar. Znaczy w kierunku bazaru i teraz w stronę północnego wejścia.
That's the gendarmerie.
I beg your pardon?
Bonjour. How can I help you?
That handsome vehicle outside.
Ah, the pride of the gendarmerie. 35 horsepower, 3 gears and 0 to 60 in 45 seconds.
You certainly seem to like it. I'm looking for Professor Hayes. I was told I could find him here.
That is correct. Professor Hayes is a guest in the cell behind me.
Could I speak to him quickly?
I am afraid that's impossible, sir. While investigations are ongoing, Professor Hayes is not allowed contact with anyone. That was a direct order.
But it's really very urgent.
I'm sorry, monsieur. The situation would be very different on payment of bail, of course.
Bail?
Naturellement. The judge has set bail, upon payment of which Monsieur Hayes can be released.
How much is the bail?
200 francs.
I see. That's 200 francs more than I have.
I assume you have the funds.
Don't worry. I'll raise the capital somehow.
You may bring the money to us any time.
The bail money is 200 francs.
Oui, 200 francs.
And what if I ask really nicely?
Monsieur, we may be on African soil, but this is not a bazaar. It is the gendarmerie of the French Republic. An honorable judge has set the bail at 200 francs and it shall stay there.
Oh well. Worth a punt.
Do you have any other requests?
That's everything for now.
I wish you a pleasant day, monsieur.
Jedno jest pewne. Trudno zdobyć w ciągu, dajmy na to, kilku godzin 200 franków, jeśli nie ma się nic.
Psst. Hey, young man.
What? Who?
Over here, from the cell window.
Hayes? Professor Hayes?
Shh. We have to be quiet. What do you want from me?
My name is Paddock. Fenton Paddock.
Not so loud.
Somebody in your shop told me I could find you here.
The friendly Monsieur Lacoste, no doubt. In these somewhat embarrassing circumstances, I think we can save ourselves any formalities. So tell me, what brings you here?
I need your help. Do you remember your Tibet expedition about 14 years ago?
Are you joking? How could I forget? It all began with that expedition. Call it fate or maybe destiny, but I don't believe it was chance that brought me there.
Then the name Yen Wang means something to you?
Of course. But why on earth are you interested in this expedition?
Yen Wang was an old friend of mine. He died a couple of days ago, and I used his maps from that time to try and find an expedition that's disappeared in Tibet. We reached the Kembalung Valley, but found a Nazi squad occupying the monastery there.
Stop, stop! Are you trying to tell me that you have found the actual Kembalung Valley?
Well, I mean, technically the Nazis found it first. I just followed them. But they'd killed all the monks.
And what about you? Did you enter the monastery itself?
While I was searching for my friend, the leader of the expedition, I found a secret chamber. There were these symbols all over the walls. The same as the ones Yen Wang drew. He translated them using your notes.
Yes. When we were preparing for the expedition, I found a previously unknown script in a library in Nepal. I don't suppose you deciphered the symbols in the chamber?
Well, in a way. Yen Wang's niece actually did the translation bit. But you know, I got her there in the first place. It was all nonsense, though. Sleeping dragons and gates and fairies. But then there was something about a key. You can find it by viewing the Keeper's map through the eye of the dragon. I know it sounds crazy, but my friend disappeared in that chamber. I need to find him. Yen Wang wrote that you found the remains of a map and a gemstone during your expedition.
Perhaps, my friend, we should all be more open to belief in such stories. After all, Schliemann's belief in Homer's stories led him to find Troy. This is probably the greatest news of my entire life. We need to get out of here. I have the Eye of the Dragon. If your translation is correct, then I now know what to do with it. I will finally find Shambhala. After all this time.
Shambhala? The Nazi leader talked about Shambhala. What is a Shambhala?
The Buddhists call it Shambhala, but it's much, much older than Buddhism or any other religion on this earth. The Nazis want to find it as well. How ironic. For years, no one believed me, refused to fund a second expedition. I lost my reputation and my job. But I knew I was in the right. And now, the Nazis of all people are drawing the same conclusions as I did. Even if only a fraction of what I found out about this place is true, it would be a major catastrophe if the Nazis were to find Shambhala. Do they know about me and the Eye of the Dragon?
Already on their way.
My, you do bring a sense of adventure with you, don't you? Get me out of here, and I'll tell you everything that I know. Not a second has passed over the last 14 years when I didn't think about finding Shambhala. Oh, my heart. All this excitement is too much for me.
Are you ill?
Not ill, but not young either. Could you do me a favor? There is a small case in my shop with an ornament on the lid. My heart drops are in there. Please get it from the cost.
What about the dragon eye thing? Isn't that more important?
Forgive me, young man. We only met 5 minutes ago. I'm not willing to part with the eye quite yet. But don't worry. Lacoste will never find it. Bring me the case as soon as possible. Then we'll worry about the eye.
Don't forget the Nazis. I'll do my best, but I need to find 200 francs for your bail as well.
Yes, of course. Here, take this ring. It's not worth much, but if you can sell it for a few francs, it might be a start.
Thanks, Professor. See you soon.
Tak, więc trochę sobie pogawędziliśmy z Hayesem. No i już wie, jak dostać się do Shambhali. Tak przypuszcza. Więc być może zabierzemy go ze sobą w dalszą wyprawę. Skoro nie mamy już kim, to będziemy się musieli zadowolić Hayesem, jakkolwiek to brzmi. Być może nam będzie użyteczny. Ciekawe, czy dostaniemy trochę pieniędzy za ten pierścień, który nam wręczył.
The well's all dried up. But I might find a use or 5 for this crank handle.
Zabieramy korbę i udajemy się z powrotem do sklepu Hayesa, by porozmawiać z tym całym Lacostem i jakoś go przekonać, by dał nam leki na sercowe Hayesa.
Monsieur Lacoste.
Oh, it's you again. Have you found Monsieur Hayes?
Yes, and I'm afraid I need your help.
Pardon?
Professor Hayes asked me to bring him his heart drops. He's not very well, you know. The arrest, the prison... Too much upset for an old man. In any case, the drops were in a small case and I...
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Before you go on, I have to stress once more that I cannot possibly hand over any piece from this shop before I have catalogued everything in it.
Listen, this man has heart problems. He needs his medication. You can't call red tape on me. Believe me, I've had my fill of red tape in the last few days.
You misunderstand me, monsieur. All of Monsieur Hayes' property has been confiscated. However, I can give you an application form. In certain cases of hardship, personal possessions of particular importance may not be seized.
Now you see, I would think that vital medication would be one of those items of particular importance.
I am not disagreeing with you, monsieur. However, I still need official permission. Present your case to the authorities and get this application form stamped.
Ah, bureaucracy. The only thing more dangerous than the Nazis. Monsieur, about the case with the heart drops.
Oui, how can I help you?
Do you think you could make an exception and give me the case right now? An innocent tax defrauder's life is at stake.
I will give you the case as soon as you provide me with the stamped application form.
Touché, monsieur. You'll see me again.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Niewinny oszust podatkowy. Brzmi to bardzo ciekawie. No dobrze, no to teraz skoro dostaliśmy formularz aplikacyjny, to w zasadzie moglibyśmy chyba tam iść do żandarma i poprosić, by nam go podbił, podpisał, o ile będzie chciał to rzecz jasna zrobić, ale najpierw porozmawiajmy z zaklinaczem węży.
Good day. May I interrupt you briefly?
A tourist. Assalamu alaikum. Can I interest you in a demonstration of my art?
I don't technically have time. But why not?
Watch very closely.
Nice job. I'm impressed.
Thanks, Sidi.
That was lovely.
Thanks, my friend. Unfortunately, not everyone here appreciates it.
What do you mean?
Recently, I was driven out of the bazaar. I'm not allowed to play there anymore. The merchants accused me of scaring away the customers. This flute is something very special. It has belonged to my family for more than 100 years and can produce magical tones. My forefathers were nomads and played music for their camel herds with this flute.
Come again? For their camel herds?
Exactly. Camels are very sensitive creatures, you know. They always serve their masters faithfully. Nomads need camels in order to survive the desert. Thus, there is a unique bond between an animal and his owner, which can best be expressed through music. Camels can feel the warmth and gratitude emanating from the sounds of the flute, completely different to the ignorant and soulless traders here in town. These peasants do not know good music, unlike you, my friend.
And the camels, of course. I'm loving the story you told me about this flute.
No wonder, Sidi. The flute is something very special.
Is it really true that the sound of a flute has a special effect on camels?
Allah is my witness.
Can I convince you to give me a demonstration?
No offense, Sidi, but in order to find a camel, we will need to leave the town, and my legs aren't what they used to be. If the whole thing really interests you, you can borrow the flute and try it out yourself.
Ah, grand.
Not so fast, Sidi. There's an old saying that goes, "Give and you shall receive." If I lend you my flute, I'll have to take a break. And when I have a break, I get thirsty.
Understood. You'll lend me your flute if I get you something to drink.
Yes. Okay.
I always wanted to learn how to teach snakes these tricks. I mean, how long on average does it take to teach a cobra to move to the rhythm of the music?
I shall be honest with you, stranger. Like most snakes, my cobra is completely deaf. It does not even hear the music. It just follows the movements of my hands. But the music creates the right atmosphere amongst the spectators.
My thirst for knowledge is quenched. I'll be off then.
Salam, stranger.
Muzyka tworzy odpowiednią atmosferę wśród widzów. I jakże dobre są to słowa pasujące także do tej lokacji. Muzyka, która akurat pasuje chyba do tego rodzaju miejsc, do tego rodzaju klimatów, akurat w tej chwili wydobywa się z głośników, więc też generalnie grafika z muzyką tutaj współgra, tworzy jedną spójną całość. No i zauważmy, że też to miejsce pod względem kolorystyki prezentuje się zupełnie inaczej niż te, które do tej pory spotykaliśmy w pierwszych dwóch rozdziałach. Tutaj są takie bardziej optymistyczne, jaśniejsze nieco barwy. No i generalnie też klimat nie jest tak gęsty akurat w tym rozdziale, moim zdaniem, dlatego nie jest to mój ulubiony rozdział, powiem szczerze. Jest tu nieco luźniejsza atmosfera, akcja nie pędzi tak szybko jak w pierwszych dwóch rozdziałach. No, Ale koniec tego dobrego, porozmawiamy teraz z jubilerem.
Stop! Don't speak. Let me guess. You are from England, are you not?
Good guess. Or is it that obvious?
Between you and me, I heard you talking just now. How can Jamil help you?
Well,
Stop. I've worked it out. You're looking for a fine necklace for your wife. No. A young daredevil like you is not yet tied down. You're looking for a diamond for your mistress.
well,
Either way, your beloved will look like an oriental princess wearing jewelry from Jamil. And I will give you the best prices in town. Buy at Jamil's and you won't regret it. So, what can I do for you, Sidi?
listen, Jamil. How much would you give me for this ring?
Let me have a look. It's clearly made of gold, and the stone seems to be real as well. But I can see some wear and tear, and the overall design is not of a particularly high quality.
Don't play a player, Jamil. Stop trying to lower the price.
Look, Englishman, I like you, and I wish to be honest with you. You won't get any more than 3 francs for a ring of this standard. When I subtract the rent I pay for my shop and the upkeep of my 7 children, I can offer 2 francs at the most. And even this will, how do you say, break the bank.
Jamil, I can see not 1 foot from my face that you're selling silver rings for 15 francs.
Ah, a wise heart is like a rich treasure. Okay, 5 francs, final offer. Because I like you and we are celebrating our jubilee soon, I can also give you a free coupon. If you need a necklace repaired or want some jewelry polished to a shine, Jamil will do that for you for free. Take it or leave it.
I hate haggling. God knows why I'm a smuggler. Okay, fine. Give me the 5 francs.
Frugality lasts forever. And don't forget your coupon, Sidi.
You have lovely jewelry.
Thank you, Sidi. Jamil learned the trade from his father and uses selected materials only.
I bet.
Jamil also accepts jewelry as payment, for a reasonable price, of course. He will repair, restore, and clean your jewelry. Your wish is Jamil's command.
I appreciate your business philosophy. How's business?
Marakech is the pearl of the Moroccan imperial cities. And now, with the Berber rebellion in the past, we attract visitors once more.
Berber rebellion?
I am not an information center, Sidi. I'm a jeweler.
I see. Unfortunately, I have no money. I'm going to have another walk around town.
See you soon, Sidi.
Tak, sporo tutaj różnego rodzaju dziwnych ludzi, też tam się przechadzają dookoła jacyś przechodnie. Dlatego sporo jest tutaj także rozmów. Mamy jubilera, zaklinacza węży, tam na zewnątrz kilku kupców, tutaj sklep z antykami. Także no, sporo jest osób, z którymi można pogadać. Tutaj jak widać sprzedawca owoców, stoisko kuglarza, kupiec z tekstyliami. No, jesteśmy na takim powiedzmy bazarze, więc handlujmy dalej.
Greetings, stranger. I have the freshest and juiciest fruits from far and wide.
Thanks, I can see that. Can you recommend something special?
I just got these juicy figs a short time ago, and the dates are also very fresh.
Oh, no thanks. They're not really my thing. How much do these oranges cost, for example?
10 francs per pound.
Well, that's a bit much. What about the pineapples there?
8 francs each.
My word, that's more than back home. How long do I have to stand here and bargain till I get these goods at the non-foreigner price?
I can't go any lower, I'm afraid. These fruits, they don't grow locally and are transported here by caravan. It's a long journey from here to the coast. This drives the prices up, as you can imagine. If you're short of money, come back this evening. I sell the old fruits at half price before I close my shop.
Wasn't planning on being here that long.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing to give away.
Oh well, who has? What can I buy for 5 francs?
5 francs will not go far these days. How about half a melon? It's from yesterday, but I can give you a good price. Or do you want some peppers? They're not the freshest either.
Tutaj możemy wziąć połówkę melona bądź paprykę, a później możemy w każdej chwili wymienić jedno na drugie. Weźmiemy melona, on nam się przyda.
I'll take the half melon.
Here you go.
Thanks, but I think I'll give it a miss.
Salam. Drop by again.
Tak, jeśli chodzi o podobne lokacje w grach, to ten Marakesz tutaj nieco przypomina mi Syrię z Broken Sworda 1 z pierwszej części serii. Jednak pod względem humoru Syria z Broken Sworda była zdecydowanie lepsza. Tamta lokacja miała jakiś taki swój czar, który no, sprawiał, że po prostu świetnie się grało. Tu gra się jedynie przyjemnie w tej lokacji moim zdaniem. No ewidentnie Marakesz jest taką chyba jedną z dwóch lokacji w tej grze, która mi najmniej odpowiada.
Come closer. Wanna play a game? Just 25 francs to play.
I'm afraid I haven't got the required startup capital. Can I open with a lower bet?
The opening bet is 25 francs. Sorry, but those are the rules.
I haven't got that much on me.
But hey, never say never. Come back when you've rustled up enough cash.
Might get me closer to my 200 francs, but I need some funds to gamble with.
No i jeszcze porozmawiamy z kupcem z tekstyliami. Tu nam brakuje pieniędzy.
Assalamu alaikum, my friend. Come and have a look at my local produce. You won't find anything better this side of the Atlas Mountains.
What do you have to offer?
I can give you perfectly tailored jalabas. I have almost every size and color in stock.
Jelly... You have what now?
They are the Berbers' traditional costumes that you see here before you, my friend. The jalabas are worn throughout North Africa.
Good to know. What does a jalaba like this cost?
We can discuss prices later, my friend. First, take a good look at the stock. Have a good feel of the structure of the fabric. Try something on if you want. Only then will you realize the exceptional quality of my stock.
I'm more of a quantity, not quality guy. How much?
Before I give you a price, you must realize I only manufacture using the finest materials. You won't find better textiles anywhere this side of the Atlas Mountains.
Yes, you said that before.
I see that shopping for the Western man is not the art it should be. But I like that about you. You are a worthy opponent. A man with character and a strong mind.
I'm glad someone sees that. I just wish it weren't you. No offense.
None taken, my friend. Perhaps the lady too will see these things when you wear such fine clothing. I shall offer you a special price, my friend. I like you. I think you really want to wear it. And I think that it is made for you. But you must promise me not to tell anyone about the price.
Scout's honor.
Good. Then listen carefully, for I can only make this offer once. I will give you this jalaba for just 300 francs. No joke! Do we have a deal?
How can I put this politely? Not in a month of Sundays. Sorry, I'm just somewhat financially challenged right now.
Tak, nie po wypłacie.
That's all for now. Perhaps I'll come around again later.
Salam!
A swoją drogą to by było niezwykle sprytne, żeby zdobyć dżelabę za 300 franków, tylko po to, żeby później zdobyć w konsekwencji 200, czy w efekcie 200 franków na wykupienie z aresztu Hejsa. Tak, niezwykle sprytne to by było. No dobra, pogadaliśmy sobie z kupcami, z sprzedawcami, z zaklinaczem węży. Zdobyliśmy połówkę melona. Tak, bardzo lubię arbuzy, mniam. I teraz musimy tego melona wydrążyć.
Take that, melon. I won't be choking on any more seeds. I've hollowed out the pulp.
Mamy teraz skorupę melona. Po co nam w zasadzie wydrążony melon? Ano, przypominacie sobie pewnie, że podczas rozmowy z zaklinaczem węży on zgodził się oddać nam ten swój czarodziejski, albo może nie czarodziejski, tylko zwykły flet w zamian za trochę wody. No a tutaj u farbiarza są zbiorniki z farbą, ale jest też jeden zbiornik z czystą wodą. Zwróćmy też uwagę, że muzyka się chyba zmieniła, tak? Ale również jest taka nieco orientalna.
I'd better get permission first.
Excuse me, may I have a drop of this water?
You must know that clean water is worth its weight in gold in this region. But I will allow you a small drop.
Many thanks.
Fajnie, że się zgodził. No i teraz możemy chyba już oddać, dać wodę zaklinaczowi węży.
I've got you some water in a beautiful and rustic melon-style container.
Thank you, Sidi. Please, take my flute and enjoy yourself. But do not get spittle on the mouthpiece.
Thanks. I'm very excited.
And don't forget to bring it back.
I promise.
Jeszcze rzucimy może okiem na plakat.
Visit the Great Berber Festival and enjoy dancing, music and traditional delicacies. Just north of the town and easy to get to.
I udamy się znów do budynku, w którym przetrzymywany jest Hayes, profesor Hayes.
Good day.
What do you want now?
It's about Professor Hayes. I've known him a long time now, and I know he suffers from heart disease.
He seems perfectly healthy to me.
Yes, he is, but only if he takes his medication regularly. That's the whole point. I want to fetch his heart drops from his shop. The problem is, I can't get them without official approval. Would you be so kind as to stamp this application form?
Pardon. I really cannot do that.
Why? Is there something wrong with your hand? Here, let me take a look at that.
There is nothing wrong with my hand, monsieur. I do not have the authority to grant your application. Contact the head of the department or the judge. They are both back in town tomorrow.
Oh, great. You know what? I don't think I'd give you any authority if I were them either.
And if you were them, monsieur, you would know better than to insult an officer of the gendarmerie. Now, excuse me, s'il vous plaît.
This man desperately needs his medication. Please stamp the form before I have to come up with a plan. My plans don't always end well.
I don't like to repeat myself, monsieur. Please discuss your case with the head of the department.
Okay. Have it your way.
The stamp is sitting right in front of his stupid nose.
Może nie zauważy, jak mu ją zabierzemy.
That's everything for now.
I wish you a pleasant day, monsieur.
The gendarme will not be too pleased if I steal stuff from his desk. More importantly, I might end up in there with Hayes. I need to distract him first.
No właśnie, odwrócić jego uwagę to też częsta zagadka w przygodówkach. Tylko w jaki sposób to zrobić? W jaki sposób odwrócić uwagę żandarma? Myślę, że tego dowiemy się w kolejnym odcinku i chyba to będzie drugi i ostatni odcinek tego rozdziału, bo ten rozdział nie jest długi, ale sporo w nim jest takiej typowo przygodówkowej zabawy związanej ze zbieraniem, odpowiednim używaniem przedmiotów, mniej za to akcji czy właśnie takich cutscenek i animacji. Sporo natomiast też jest gadania, co w tym odcinku zwłaszcza dało się odczuć. Na teraz to już wszystko. Do usłyszenia w kolejnym odcinku. Pa, pa.